Hey, what's up? What's going on? Um, just wanted to do a quick video update here. Um, it's about 5:42 p.m. on Monday, July 14th. We actually just completed Monday. I have a couple of things drawn out here and a couple of the path tools. So essentially, what I'm looking for, see if this plays out, is actually going to be a short. So tomorrow we have CPI. If by I'll stay away from interjecting like my personal technical perspective on what the number and the consensus is. What I could actually do though here is make it a little easier. My FX book. We'll just do it this way. And just go to an economic calendar, so that way there's no nothing ambiguous in terms of what we're looking for. Just yeah, we can allow that. And oh, good grief. Okay, so that wasn't exactly what we were looking for, but okay. We can get the information anyway. It doesn't matter. All right, so here, basically, so tomorrow morning we're looking at this 8:30 CPI for June. So basically, the previous was 320.58. There, the consensus is 321.50. But the one thing that I will just tell anybody that's looking at maybe trading the news, these are the two things that I personally would also be saying that come out at the same time that can either make the CPI number flat, or it's going to basically conflate what the report will show, because essentially CPI that is higher than the previous is going to be bullish. However, the inflation rate month over month and year over year are both up. So you have 0.2% for June, from 0.1 to 0.3. So technically, it's not 2. I'm sorry. Well, yeah, it is. It is 2. It is basically about 20% higher. And then you also have basically the year over year. We were at 2.4 a year ago. We're at a 2.7. So this is basically a net of 0.3 of a percent higher than we were. So depending upon your perspective on it, you could look at the inflationary move against the CPI as making the report, or making that financial data disclosure flat, meaning you're not really going to get higher price that's going to be indicative of a bull run, and then at the offset you're not going to have a sell-off that does, that you don't know where the bottom is. So it could literally be a whipsaw, what have you. And I was going to say I'm going to leave my personal shit out of it. I need to leave my personal stuff out of it, because a couple of weeks ago we saw something that happened similar to what I personally would anticipate happening tomorrow. But I digress, and we'll just simply say that I set up this long short tool here. I don't really anticipate anything above this level this evening. However, we can take out Monday high. So this would be Monday high here. This is actually the low shortly after open at 9:30. So I have two long short tools here. This is probably the intermediary, or the fractal, that I'm looking at. This is my path tool basically for the fractal, that indicates that there's the potential that, dependent upon the news, dependent upon someone or anyone or a few people speaking, saying certain things tomorrow, that can influence maybe a rally. But ultimately, you see this arrow, whatever the rally can produce, there's probably going to be a metric, because we also have on Wednesday, we have PPI at 8:30. And then we've got our month over month. And again, this is 1/10 of 1%. And just in case you're not sure, higher than expected figures should be seen as positive or bullish. Lower is bearish. So just to kind of give you an indication, it's 0.1%. It's 1/10 of. It's a tenth of 1%. All right. So you have that as well. And then Thursday we have the regular cast of characters, which is going to be our unemployment initial claims and continuing jobless claims. This is the coup de grace, if you will, of the week. And again, don't want to spend a whole lot of time discussing that, but this Thursday data is ultimately what I would presume could affect this larger sell-off from a higher price. So yeah, at the initial overnight, we're looking for a move back, maybe a short pop, and this may persist for Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday, and then Thursday maybe we see short back. So yeah, that's going to be it. I was thinking about maybe a short stream where you could we kind of watch price, see if this actually plays out back to the downside. I was considering taking a position, but there's certain things that I'm going to be looking for that if those things do not avail themselves, do not show themselves this evening, I'm just going to let it pass. We could read it, or I'll paper trade it and keep regular capital out. Took a couple of positions today, essentially ended up red on the day by $82. Essentially could have gotten out at a break even. We lost two positions for the to the tune of about 800. Actually made the 800 back, but I was waiting to see whether or not we were going to get a break back above, which ironically enough was back in here, and we see that it closed back inside. So I closed that first position in here for about I want to say 645. Entered another buy, which kind of got us back up into here, and then got out of that at about 100 and something, which is why we're showing the difference of being in the red for the day at about $82. So as you can see, it would have been more than that had I held it, but got out basically right at the OB. So yeah, that is that. More content coming up, more or less. I don't know about the day in the life kind of stuff, but yeah, we'll just stick to the technicals, stick to price and delivery, and we'll just go from there. So yeah, I appreciate you guys for tuning in today. More content to come. Same kind of mellow music, just being calm and easy, and letting the positions kind of flesh themselves out and see where we can take an opportunity to get in or stay out. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, you guys have a good day. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time.